Hello Gemini, welcome to GRAYCI'S Gamut. Today I will be doing a love and relationship reading for you. Remember that this is a general reading, it is not personal. Take what's for you, leave the rest, stick around long enough to know the difference. Also, it is timeless. Take the energy from when you see the read to a few weeks out. We're starting off with a Priestess of Light. We will also pull a Dark Mirror Oracle, trying to see the dark and light side of things that may be going on with you. You may be experiencing one, the other, both, or none. So just be open to what it says. Because I feel like someone's going to think that whatever's being said isn't about them, but you'll find in the near future here that it comes to pass. Okay. We have Portal. Infinite Mind, Awakening Consciousness. It's the number 1. Portal. Some of you may be experiencing like supernatural things. I feel like there is, for someone, you may be living in an area or a house where there is an actual portal where spirits pass freely back and forth, and that's why you're seeing like things moving, and or maybe you just feel like you're not alone. Interesting. This may be marking a time of you becoming more enlightened and not even realizing it. It's your mind. Your mind is opening up to the possibilities of other things. That could be why you're on a tarot reading. Some of you may have never been to one, or you just started, recently started being investigating and coming to these, getting interested in the tarot or other such things. Maybe you're around people that do, and they've been telling you to check it out. We have Peaceful Among Thorns. Peaceful Among Thorns. Allowing yourself to be around rude-ass people. I'm feeling like not just that. Not just that the people may be rude, but I feel like they're just allowing you to be around people who don't treat you fairly, or don't treat you the way you should be treated, or the way you feel like you should be treated. But they're your friends, right? They're your friends, they're your family, and you feel like, they're a part of my life and I got to deal with it. You don't have to deal with it. I just feel like there's someone here also that is the peacemaker in situations all the time. That weighs heavy on you. I feel like it takes a lot of your energy to do this, and it feels like being a mediator of some sort. And it could be these cards being connected with this portal and feeling more connected, you feeling more connected to the universe, possibly, and feeling the pull, feeling the urge, your mind opening here. It feels as though you are a great mediator because of. You can see through the core of why people are angry, or see through the core of why a person is acting the way they are, and you can talk them down, or whatever. That's what this feels like to me. You could use that. That's a great power, and I feel like you could use it as a career. This could have to do with needing to go into social work. This could be being a divorce lawyer, maybe, or a counselor, for a marriage counselor. Some of you may be marriage counselors, or would be very good at it. I'm going to read from the books for you guys. We have Portal. This card heralds the coming of a very powerful time for you. It signifies no less than the awakening of your infinite and internal awareness. A golden radiance encircles the crown chakra and third eye of this sacred priestess, representing the profound connections that reach from your own mind to the unlimited power of divine source. This is the portal to your ultimate experience of inspiration. You are connected to the unending flow of beneficial information. The circle is very real, a very real vortex of your eternal consciousness, which is being sent outward in every direction by the arrows, triangles of your intention and life force. But just as the rays of your own light move out into the infinite awareness, so too do the rays of divine consciousness return to commune with you. When this card shows up in your spread, you'll find yourself making spontaneous, honoring decisions, trusting your choices, and clearly seeing the future potentials coming into your life. The portal marks a time of expanding consciousness. open to the guidance of your own eternal mind. Starting to be able to see more clearly the way a relationship is going, or the way a friendship is going. Maybe being able to see some things in people that you didn't notice before, becoming more aware of it. Okay, let's go to the number 26. Peaceful among thorns. The spiritual can't solve the material, but it can transcend it. Coexistence of the material and the spiritual is the human way to enlightenment. It is what we give depth to. Our solutions. It makes them meaningful. It takes us from the small to the wide, from the river to the ocean. But sometimes we are not ready to make it our center. And therefore, it's perfectly fine if we do not. I feel like some people are, some of you are feeling that pull, like I was saying, this awakening in yourself. And you might not be ready. You just might not be ready. The universe will wait for you, you know. Spirit will wait for you to be ready, so don't worry. I do feel like you will come about to your true potential, though, here. And be prosperous afterwards. Okay, let's get into the body of your read, Gemini. Let's see here. We have Queen of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, it's kind of coming up not really interested in something. Not really focusing on anything, not really, you kind of, there may be liking the place that you're at, or maybe not liking it, but settling. I feel like someone's settling and not being interested in moving on. Someone may be in a relationship that is not really going anywhere. It's not really a great relationship, but it's you know, ho-hum, but you're keeping it because, you know, it could be worse, right? I feel like someone isn't trying to go out of their way to look elsewhere. They're okay where they're at, even if it's not exactly the way they want it, okay? And that's okay. King of Swords in the reverse. There may be some things you don't want to know about your partner, and therefore you don't ask, okay? With the King of Swords in the reverse, there's like lack of communication, I feel. Not really you don't want to ask. You don't want to learn about it. With the Queen of Wands in the reverse. You may be comfortable with your home life, with your partner. You may think something is going on, but you're kind of like, you know what? Do I want to know? Do I want to know? Most of us would say yes, but some of us will say no, and that's okay too. That's if you're happy with the way that you live, and they give you enough love, or they give you enough attention, and enough you know, of everything, and they support you still, everything, but even though, and they may be doing something else as well. And I feel like someone's okay with that, you know? And that is okay. You have the Five of Cups here. This maybe someone, this could be talking to this situation still, because it's kind of like paying attention to some things. It's usually about, you know, the spilled cups here, and you've got, you know, the full cups back here. I feel like you know about the full cups, though. A lot of times with this card, it's like you can't see the good pieces, but I think you can. And you got your head down, and I feel like the head is down because you don't want to know something that's going on. Okay? You don't want to know because you don't want to change the way things are, because you got it good where you are at this point. Interesting. But that's okay. I want to say that's okay. I feel like someone is telling you otherwise. Someone, a friend, whatever, oh, you know, you deserve better. But you've got what you want. You're okay with what you want. So if you don't want to say anything, don't say anything. As long as it's not hurting you, like terribly emotionally. If you're okay with what's going on, then I would leave it alone. You have the Three of Pentacles here. And this feels like you working with your partner. This feels like they hold you on a pedestal, even though I think that there's something extra going on here. I feel like you're letting things, I feel like you're letting things happen because this person is good to you and they treat you wonderfully. You're working, this could be about working on a family too, because this is about working with others on a same goal, right? Working together. Eventually it will change. I want to tell you, I feel eventually this situation is going to change because someone may enter your life that you are, you know, that will devote themselves to you. And here we go with the Queen of Swords in the reverse. That's couple energy right here. And that's you, Gemini. We have King of Swords, Queen of Swords, major power couple energy. You're both in the reverse. You're both not talking about it because you like how it is. Or you don't want the, you don't want what I'm stumbling over my words here. Back to not talking, right? I feel like you're not addressing some things because you feel like they don't need addressing. Okay? You both might have somebody else, but together, but you spend your time together. You could have open, this could be an open relationship as well. So it's, you're okay with that. I don't even feel like there's a lot of jealousy involved in it. There may be a little, but I feel like you're open to the situation and working together here. On a different note, this kind of feels like someone ignoring a new love that could be coming in here. On a different note, the Queen of Wands could be you not wanting to know. Okay, you're not looking for love, not looking to grow with someone else right now. But you have this King of Swords. They're not talking. You're not talking. But I feel like there's you may work together as well here with this Three of Pentacles, and it's kind of like both of you being a little lonely, but you're not, and there's an attraction here, right? Working on projects together, or working on, it could be on an assembly line. Hell, it feels like just working in close proximity to them, but neither one of you are. Neither one of you are, what's the word I want? Acknowledging this flame that's going on between you, okay? You might even be flirtatious and stuff back and forth, slightly. I just feel like slightly, like it's like a subtle, very subtle flirtations back and forth. But you don't really express it out loud. You don't really tell each other how you're feeling about it. Then you go home, and then you're alone at home, both of you. That's what this feels like. So you may want to speak up. You may want to, or maybe you like it is. But here we have the Four of Wands popped out here. That is definitely happy. Look at this couple on here. This is definitely, could be about marriage. It could be about moving in together. This could be about progress, you know. Progress is made. I do feel like someone is definitely satisfied with where they are within a relationship, within their home. Someone who lives with somebody, and like I said, there may be things that aren't being talked about, things that go on, but it works. It works for you, and that's okay. All right? That is okay. Anything else here for Gemini? Two of Wands. Kind of looking over things. The life that you chose compared to other people's lives maybe. Or the life that you may have had if you had went a different path. I'm going to put this right here because it almost feels like with this Five of Cups, this is kind of you thinking about some things fairly hard, you know. You know you got it good. You may have it good in the position that you're in the relationship that you're in. Or if you're not in a relationship, this could be you like, you know what, I don't have stresses like my friends do. I'm the mediator for everyone else, but I don't have the stresses. I don't have to worry about that relationship business. But in reality, in this Five of Cups also, maybe if you are the mediator, if this is thinking back on you being the mediator, And within relationships, there's maybe a lot of your friends or family argue. They have issues, people cheat, and this may be you looking at those things. With this Five of Cups here, this may be you looking, you're paying attention to all this, and if you're the mediator, you're constantly in the middle of some crap, right? So you're like, wow, relationships really suck. But in reality, there's one hand they're fighting all the time, and you're like, I wouldn't want to deal with that. So you look at the fact that relationships suck with the cups over here, when in reality there's some good pointers, there's some good things about it as well. The loving, the companionship that maybe you don't have. And this you may be beginning to think about being lonely, or the paths that you've chosen in life, okay? Anything else here for Gemini at this time? Nope, that's it. All right, we're going to pull some cards for clarity, Gemini, about what's already on the table or anything else that may happen or come up. We have the Four of Swords here. I'm going to put this right here. I feel like that possibly you are in the middle of a hiatus from relationships, and this might be part of this Five of Cups, like relationships suck, you know, feeling like, wow, everybody I know argues relentlessly, or they cheat on each other, they lie to each other and things like that, and why bother? You know, I feel like you've taken a hiatus. You've healed from probably a past hurt, and now you're just like, man, I really don't want any part of that. I'm fine the way things are, right? I don't need to look elsewhere, because you know, I'm done. I'm rested. I'm done. Relationships suck, and why bother with one? That's what this feels like. Okay, that may Queen of Pentacles jumped out here. You're focused on your career, it feels. You're looking at your career and stuff, but you may be the one with this work husband situation, or work wife, whatever it is. Work relationship that's not being talked about. You maybe that's why you're not saying anything. I feel like you sometimes look at them and you just got this. I think someone noticed at work the way you look at each other. They may comment on it eventually here, but I feel like you're not, neither one of you are saying anything. You're saying things, but not about the feelings that you have for each other. But I feel like you are focusing on your career at this time, and or you may have in the past as well. It's not in the reverse, but the way it flipped out and jumped right over onto these cards, it's like you may even have bought your own home. You may, or at least be, you have a house, renting a house possibly, in the midst of paying payments on one, whatever the case may be. I feel like that's the path you chose with this Two of Wands here, but thinking about what it would have been like to have been with somebody else. I do feel like you did begin to focus on your career after a painful breakup at one point. You're just like, you know, whatever. They can just go do whatever they got to do. I'm going to make sure that I got me, right? That's what it feels like. Anything else here for Gemini? We have the Knight of Cups. I do feel like you're getting kind of lonely, though, and kind of wanting to be with someone, wanting to, maybe you haven't been on a date in a while, maybe, or you haven't been on a meaningful one, we'll say that, and you're kind of focused on romance. Maybe you're watching romantic movies. Maybe you are you know, kind of getting in that mode, and that may be your body and your mind, your emotions trying to tell you that you need something more than what's going on. Okay. Seven of Wands jumped out over here. Seven of Wands. This isn't, look, on this Seven of Wands, it's depicted, she looks like she's in a good place, right? She's inside of this crystal ball here. She's in here feeling like she's protected in that. And yet it's sitting on top of a wobbly wands here that aren't even holding it up properly. It could fall at any time. I feel like this is, it jumped over here. So I feel like you're this Queen of Pentacles that focusing on your career and what you got and your money and making sure you're good, taking care of yourself. But it's a slippery slope here. It feels like you're making it. You're doing what you got to do. Sure, you're taking care of yourself. You might have a house, a car. You know, you might have good credit at this point. You got some money coming in. You're taking care of yourself. That doesn't mean that you're going to be totally happy, okay? And that's what this feels like. Coming to that understanding with yourself that you really need that emotional connection with somebody. All right? We have King of Wands and we have Judgment in the reverse. Now that puts two couples on the board. All right? You have the Queen of, what you started with the Queen of Wands in the reverse, and you have the King of Wands over here. Not being interested, not in a mode possibly. This may be past tense. You weren't in a mode to be trying to find love. You weren't trying to find growth with somebody else. You were trying to take care of yourself, and this may be you ending up over here. But you have this King of Wands. And then you got Judgment in the reverse. I feel like you may be, with this Two of Wands, judging yourself for letting somebody go. It's in the reverse, so it may be past tense here. And it also can imply judging yourself. Not anybody else judging you. You judging yourself because you let this person go. You may have ended a relationship for the wrong reasons. Feeling like it wasn't the right place. It wasn't the right time, or you didn't feel... Somebody wanted to grow with you and you weren't having any of it. That's what this feels like. But now, and that's in the past, I feel like you're judging yourself for it. You're kind of judging yourself for it. Wow. All right. We're going to... I think we're going to end it right here. I don't feel the need to... There's been a lot covered here. We're going to pull a Grace card to close the read for you, though, okay, Gemini? Feeling like regrets. You got some regrets here. Okay, we have affection, and this one jumped to the floor. Comfort. Lean back into the arms of grace, let go, and let God. But like I said, I read the back for you in case there's a message for someone there. But I'm feeling comfort, like staying in a situation because you're comfortable with it, like the one from the beginning. And you have affection. Love yourself. You are the ultimate act of creation fashioned by the hands of a divine artist. But I feel like this is something that you need here. There's comfort and affection here. And I feel like... actually, let's put that right down there. I feel like staying in a place where it's just comfort, it's your comfort zone, okay? But needing affection. That's going back to what I was saying. Lacking affection in your life and wanting touch and though you may have touch, taste, all that business, it may not mean anything, you know, because it's not that person. It's not the right person. All right, Gemini, that's it for this read. Please like, share, subscribe. Join my community here if you want to. Have a great week. I'll see you next video.